That's all I have to do. G'day, it's Adam here again with another quick instant movie review for you. So tonight I saw Blink Twice. This is the feature film debut from Zoe Kravits. What's this all about? Well, Channing Tatum stars as a tech billionaire, Slater King, who's gone off the grid for a little while, come back, apologized to the world for some weird stuff that happened, and now he's bought an island and he's feeling all right about himself. As you would. He meets a cocktail waitress, Frida, played by Naomi Ecki, at one of his fundraising galas. And he invites her and her friend Jess and a whole heap of other people and to his friends to a dream vacation on his private island. Ooh, sounds pretty good. There's a lot of wild nights that happen, a lot of sun-soaked days, but then strange things start to happen, and Frida is basically tasked with uncovering the truth if she is to make it off this island alive. This film has a pretty stacked cast, actually, but some of them playing sort of in the background a bit. Obviously, you've got Channing Tatum. Christian Slater makes appearance in this. Haley Joel Osment, Gina Davis. So Oscar winner Gina Davis is in this film, and boy, oh boy, she makes an appearance. Adriana, I believe that's how you say her name, is really great in this film as Sarah. Her and Naomi Ecki spend some time together on screen, and it's a really good bond of a relationship they have as two characters that are very different worlds, but then come together in a very interesting way. I think Channing Tatum's really good in this. He's quite underplayed until, I'd probably say until the last 10 to 15 minutes of the film. He really demonstrates some great acting chops, and he is very entertaining to watch. The film, well, Zoe Kravits, first of all, has crafted a very interesting script. She co-wrote this film with E.T. Figgenbar. I believe he was writing duties on the TV show of High Fidelity. Some really good and interesting moments with the script. So it really does embody a sort of a Don't Worry Darling with a little bit of Stepford Wives with a bit of Get Out thrown in for good measure. It's kind of all of those things in one foul swoop, whilst also being Fantasy Island. So we've got some very interesting things at play here. Was it overly original? Oh, probably not, but there's some relatively disturbing moments in this. And what's interesting is that this film has put out some warnings to say that if you're, if you've been a victim of domestic abuse or sexual abuse or anything like that, you might find the film slightly disturbing. And I think that's a fair thing to put on this film, because it does have some moments in it that that are a little bit disturbing, to be honest. And if you were, if you have been a party to anything like that, then yeah, I think that this film could potentially trigger something for you. Yeah, I think, she's first and foremost gone, we want to make this entertaining. We also want it to be quite tense. And we're now going to throw a bit of a story element into it as well. And look, everyone gets their comeuppance, who should get their, well, most people get their comeuppance who should get their comeuppance. And there's a very interesting ending to this as well. So, look, I didn't actually expect a lot from this film. I thought it was just going to be a bit of a subpar horror film, to be honest with you. But what I came out with was something that was quite thought-provoking, really well directed, and quite well scripted. And I think it's also down to the fact that there's some great star quality on screen. No one really lets this film down. Everyone who was a part of it was really, really good, with some really interesting turns from Channing Tatum, Naomi Ecki, and pretty much everyone in the cast. I want to give a big shout out to Alana DeVito, who did the sound foley on this film. She did an amazing job with the Foley. As they get to the island and everything becomes quite heightened, the sound just pops off this screen, like really pops. Like, well, when I say pops, even the sound of a cork opening, the lashings of meat being eaten, fish, dessert, everything, drinks being poured, like all of the Foley is cranked right up to heighten your senses. And it really makes you feel like you're under the influence as these other people are on this island. So a big ups to Alana DeVito and the full sound team for doing some amazing work on the sound design of this film. It's Blink Twice, which is not a great title. It was supposed to be called Pussy Island, which I actually think is a pretty good title. Blink Twice is a bit, yeah. I would probably give Blink Twice a 7 out of 10. I thought it was a really good film. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Good performances. And yeah, definitely worth seeing in the cinema. So that's my review of Think Twice. If you see it, please comment, let me know what your thoughts were. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your animals, tell your next door neighbors, tell the postman as he delivers your next electricity bill. Hey, don't put that in there, but if you are, please subscribe to The Flick Freak. That is it from me for tonight. Have a great doing whatever you're doing now, and I will catch you all next time here in my car. Blink twice, and my car is still there.